All right, is that any better? Checking to see if it's any better or not. Okay. Uh, that was weird. It's basically okay. I don't know what that was. It literally turned my microphone off. It turned my microphone off in OBS. Um, that was strange to say the least. Uh, I know it's the storms. I know it's the storms in part because we got more coming in. Hopefully, I don't lose power again for another 2 days, or I'm going to go stir crazy. Um, so yeah, let me know what you guys think about the new countdown layout. Like I said, I really busted my butt today to get that working. Um, but yeah, it was weird. It was basically um, the wireless connection is apparently not great. That much I do know. The wireless connection is not great on the TP links. So I it's like I said, if I have too much going on, it loses it, and it's always the first one to lose it. So I figured, all right, I'm going to take a chance. I'm just going to take the dongle. I'm going to put it in the front of the PC, move the microphone to the back. Well, me not thinking, or unplug the microphone, plug the microphone back in. Software said the microphone came up. I didn't even think to go look in OBS to say, your microphone was off. We're cutting you down. So I was like, duh. I'm gonna feel really stupid at this job next week. I really am. I can see it now. I'm getting a call from a law office that basically says, yeah, I got a voice microphone that's not working. And it's like, can I tell them to go check the software to make sure it's on or not? But yeah, so like I said, guys, I hope you guys like the new countdown layout. I think it makes it a little bit harder, to be honest with you, because I have no clue what random letters are coming up. I am going to, oh, that's what I was going to do while we were here. Bear with me 1 minute. Let's do one more thing. We're going to try to make it so some of the screwball letters don't come up as often. Ironically, we didn't get any QUs today. That was the funny part, is we didn't get any QUs in there. All right, so this is not gonna be a gameplay test. This is basically me checking to see if we're going to improve the consonant orders. Because what we're trying to do is we are trying to reduce the number of really off-the-wall consonants such as C, as X, Z, Q, U, and J. That's not to say they won't show up, but the chances of them showing up are going to be a lot less. Alright, so we're good. We have not seen any QUs, X's, or Z's that I noticed. But yeah, this is going to be the new layout for Countdown. I want to get Countdown back in on a regular basis on the show. And I've been promising myself to do that forever. But it was today I just sat down and said, all right, I'm going to make this look good, attractive, visually appealing, and not screw with the gameplay. And as I started, I'm sitting there like, well, I got a lot more space. Let's see if I can get a scoreboard in there. So I got the scoreboard in there. And then I got to thinking, it's like, well, what other things have happened during the countdown game that always had people yelling at me? And the first thing that came to mind was, you didn't get my word, or you didn't see my word. So I'm like, now you guys will know if I see your word or not by the color observation. So for instance, and we're just going to cheat a little here. Oh. And we'll drop Mark's name in there just to do that. Let's do one more. We'll put Shy's name in there. So now you guys will know whether or not I saw your word based on whether or not your color name changes. So if you guys don't see your name marked off in red, then I missed your word for some reason, or you doubled a word. Like I said, I want to start getting rid of the paper process for a few of these, and that was the easiest one I could actually start with. And like I said, because I started with it and basically jumped into it, this is the one that's going to be a pain to fix, though. This will be the one. And like I said, I don't know what's wrong with the math part. It works, and then it won't work for 1 round or 2 rounds, and then it'll work again. So I do have to work that part out to see if I can figure out what is left to fix on this one. But yeah, guys, what you guys are going to see me doing probably on Sundays is I'll probably do some testing in here to get some of these fixed. It would not surprise me. It would not surprise me, because Nerdy hates math, but so does Twisted. So does pretty much everybody not named Mark or KTG and Show. So that's going to be the new countdown layout. Is there anything you guys see in there that needs to be updated, is the question. Other than no math. And like I said, we don't usually get 20 people in to play, so I figured 20 is a good safe number at the moment. Bring in some dancing girls. Well, that's what Candy and Brandy are for. That's what Candy is for, right down here. See Candy right there. You get Candy. That's your eye candy, Twisted. All right, so that is the new countdown game. And like I said, I'm trying to figure out if I want to test anything else while I got you guys here or not. Because the problem is when I start programming, I don't do a lot of talking, which is saying something for me. Let's see, what else? And just because I want to see it. I didn't get a prize either. Damn it. I tried. See, it don't like me either. It doesn't like me either. So that is the first one that has been updated entirely. Let's see. As you guys know, wait, I don't want to do that on that one. That one stays. Alright, so we're going to save countdown. Countdown is done and running. So the next one, it's on my to fix list. Hopefully, I use the word hopefully because I will be honest, I don't know how to fix it. Because I know this one needs a lot of work. All right, come on. It doesn't want to be. It doesn't want. It does not want to be nice. So this is one of those, if you guys have any ideas of what you guys want to see on it, let me know. This is the one that's definitely on my to be fixed as soon as I can list. I have no idea why it's in there twice. There we go. Is Pyramid. I would love to get Pyramid working more than it is. Because like I said, as you guys know, this thing is ugly right now. This thing is very ugly. So I'm trying to figure out how to get Pyramid working. It just it's like sticks out like a very, very sore thumb in terms of visual appeal. Not to mention it still has to be game playable. That's the other hard part of this. Up. Let's get that fixed. You know what's missing on this board? There we go. Well, welcome pandas. How are we doing? So yeah, right now this game is really ugly. The files, all the files are PowerPoint twisted. The graphics are just basically whatever I can grab and use off the internet that they don't charge me for. And for those of you that don't know, we've already done this board before, so there's no surprises on it. Let's jump over here so I can copy my timer. JPEG, Ping, and GIF. Yes, you can use all of them. You can use all of them. Like I said, I know a lot of people have said they like the gameplay for this one. The problem I have with it right now is that it is very, very similar to what I wanted to do for Password. It's very similar to what I wanted to do for the Link, as is. So this is one that definitely needs some serious work to it. Give me a minute. I'm going to get rid of this stupid list. And I'm going to dump the treasure chest out of that so I don't have to worry about that anymore. So yeah, like I said, right now this one is ugly. Ugly. And the worst part is, I actually borrowed this from somebody that had a pyramid PowerPoint presentation, but theirs had too much stuff on it. So it's kind of like, where's the balance? And I think I've skimped way too much. I think I honestly skimped way too much on this one. So this one is on my to-do list, as is. And this is another one I really want to get fixed. I picked the wrong board. I really would love to make this one look a ton better. Oh, hold on. This one is one of those games everybody loves to play. This is one of those games everybody loves to play when we do it. It's just one of those games that I need to reprogram it a bit. I definitely need to reprogram this one a lot to make some of those disappearing graphics easier on me. But this is one of those games that everybody loved because it was like, even if you didn't know, the people that knew still could have lost because they picked not so obscure guesses. There we go. Turn that volume down. Because I've had a few people ask me when is Pointless coming back. And it's always breaking my heart to say I am still working on it. I did find a trick that should help. So this one may actually get bumped up above Pyramid. This one may actually get bumped up above Pyramid. I just know it's going to take a lot more programming for me to get this one working the way I would like it to. It will get there. It will get there. I am done at the moment making new games, so now all my priorities are on kind of cleaning up what I have. Sort of like how we cleaned up the reel-to-reel game. We cleaned up Russian roulette. Yeah, I know that, printer. This is one I've actually cleaned up and will be getting used in the near future. I actually finished this one. When did I finish it? I think I finished this last week, actually. I actually finished this one last week. So now I just have to get in there and kind of like do some graphical work on the sizing and stuff. There we go. But I actually cleaned this one up a lot. And I'm tempted to do this now just so you guys can see it. But then I'm going to be mad because I'm using up trivia questions. I'll tell you what. Let me go get some more ice. And I think we'll do a test run of this one. We'll do a test run of this one. So give me a minute and I will be right back. And we'll let you guys see how I kind of cleaned this one up a lot. Because we actually made a slight rule change to this one. I'm back. Hopefully you guys are still with us. So yeah, this one I'm kind of pretty proud of. This one was a cram session to do a overhaul of one set of rules. This was, and I'll show you guys the rule that I did change. For this one. As we wait for the intro screen to go away. But yeah, Twisted, just to let you know, I'll give you my suggestion. If you are working, it doesn't matter which one, XSplit, OBS, Slops, whatever. If you're working with transparent graphics, work with transparent graphics. It makes everything look a ton better. For instance, Candy is transparent, as you can tell. Brandy is transparent. It just looks so much cooler when they're actually standing in front of the video and not in front of like a black box. So yeah, like I said, if I were you, I'd work with PNGs. But like I said, I don't do graphic work, so I always borrow my stuff off online. It's basically if people are like, if people don't complain you use it, I'm using it. And then I got to fix the rules so that the rules shoot through without me having to do anything. All right, so I'm going to show you guys the change that we actually did to this. It used to be those letters on the board were actually numbers. So it'd be like 1 to 20x. So you wouldn't actually know what letters were in the question. So it was basically, you asked Twisted to say, pick a number, and he takes number 2, and whatever letter that was the key letter. Well, I figured I was trying to speed things up a little bit in that regard, so I kind of changed this around a bit. And we'll show you guys here just how we changed it. Now you guys automatically get to see the letters that are in the question. What we have behind the board is the mystery question. And I've learned that the less you guys have to choose, the more time it saves. Which was what kick-started me on fixing this game. So that question you guys see in front of you has only those letters you see over there on the side in it. So that question has no J's in it, no K's in it, no X, Y's, or Z's. So what I decided to do was randomize the questions a bit more. Randomize the questions a bit more. What we would do is we will give you a base trivia question. Which military rank derived from the Old Germanic, derived from the terms horse and servant, and originally meant stable keeper? Okay? And then we would reveal the trivia letters. As soon as my mouse starts working again. So the answer to that question are in those letters right there at the bottom. The trick is there's one bonus letter in there. So you can use the letters at the bottom with the letters you know you haven't solved to try to pull out that bonus letter. So for instance, and we'll let you guys work on the question. You will notice on the side that there is no M in the mystery question. So you know if there's an M right now in the question, the letters on the board, you know that M has to be in the answer. So what military rank derived from the Old Germanic, deriving from terms that meant horse and servant, and originally meant stable keeper? And what I will do is I'm going to start this for a 60. Yep, if I can get it to work right. There we go. We'll do 59.59. Nope, it cannot be major, Twisted, because the J and the O are not in those letters on the bottom. Those letters on the bottom anagram to the correct answer with one bonus letter. And when you guys see what the actual answer is, you guys will know. So again, it's sort of like you use a combination of factors to work out what letters are definitely in the answer and what letters might be in the answer. So you'll notice over on the board on the side, there's an A, an H, an L, an R, and an S. So those letters may or may not be in the answer that you're looking for. Whereas the M in the anagram cannot be the incorrect letter. So that letter has to stay in the answer. Um, so I guess my question is: A, are the letters readable? B, are the questions readable? That's always first and foremost. Is can you guys actually read what's on the board? It's always my first question. And like I said, this is where I need Sea Chicken because I know Sea Chicken has eye problems. So it's a case of if I had Sea Chicken to ask him, he would be the first guy I would ask to say, can you make this out? Because I do know he had problems when we were doing the Jeopardy one. And you guys know how big that Jeopardy board is. You guys know how big that one is. So, while you guys are trying to guess, I'm going to do a quick check on something here. And I think I'm going to move this over some more and increase it a little more. Oop. All right, nobody's getting this one, huh? Nobody getting this one. Oh, it's because everybody's gone. Almost everybody's gone but you, Twisty. You are the only one I have that's here at the moment. Or at least the only one I can see at the moment. Because Rechat says you're the only one there. And I looked over at the labs and it was basically Twisted and a couple of the bots. Me. And a couple of the regulars. You guys are, it's a tough crowd. It's a tough crowd. So it's kind of like if Twisted, if I go through this whole thing, Twisted, you're going to be at an advantage, unless I just go with like all brand new questions. If I go through all brand new questions. So, which military rank derived from the Old Germanic derived from terms for horse and servant and originally meant stable keeper? The correct answer is a marshal. A marshal originally meant stable keeper. And you will notice that the extra H that was on the board, or in the answer, actually, there's too many H's. I got to fix that. Now disappears. And all the H's show up in the question. So now I don't have to go in and say, Twisted, what's your guess to the question? You can either just say, you give me a guess or pass. Nor it used to be, now you have to pick the next number. And I'm like, that was taking forever. Nobody, it was weird. It was like nobody would pick their next number. They would just wait. So I figure I'm taking that out of the equation. And I would jump right to the next question. From which country was Sidney Poitier a native citizen? And I do have a problem that I do need to fix, so hold on. Bear with me. Letter row. Yep, I just noticed that. It just so happened to happen 2 times in a row. I'm like, all right, I got to fix that. All right, so bear with me, guys, as we are going to reset the board. Oh, wait a minute. I always forget to do this correctly. Hello, Lalani. How are we doing? All right, let's try that again. And hope I would do this right and not get ahead of myself. It's not resetting the counter. Hold on. It's not resetting my counter, and it should be. Double check something. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I just told you guys I randomized this. I just told you guys I randomized this. I am a total... and this is one of those where I got to get used to the new layout, because there's a lot of things I did that changed. All right, there we go. Now I think we're good. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here is your first question. Which Donatello work was said to be the first freestanding nude sculpture of the Renaissance? Which Donatello work was said to be the first freestanding nude sculpture of the Renaissance? The correct answers are in this word. Amazon, off. It is not Venus de Milo. Correct, Lalani, it is David. Hello, Miss Shy. How are we doing? How was yours and Bleach's vacation? All right, so with that, Lalani, you would actually get to see where all the O's are in the puzzle. So the question is, can you answer this question? Oh, Shy, today we're kind of like doing some testing. We're showing off some of the changes we made to a couple of our games, and a couple we really want to work on. But yeah, I can't wait. It's not this week, but next week I actually get to start my job. Yay! All right, so no guess from Milani. Now again, normally at this point I would ask Milani to pick a number between 1 and ever how many letters are left. But, like I said, I was trying to save time, so we just go straight to the next question. So, this is a godlike being which has lent its name to the mythos August Derleth ascribes to Lovecraft. It's a weirdly written question. This is a godlike being which has lent its name to the mythos that August Derleth ascribes to Lovecraft. And here are the letters. So there is one letter in that group that is incorrect. It doesn't exist. Now, the one rule that we will have on this is because all the letters are on the board, you have to spell it right. And it would be Cthulhu. I'm being generous tonight just because I'm being very, very friendly. And again, this is not a prize board, so it doesn't really count. But his actual spelling is Cthulhu. That's the actual spelling. So with that, we would show Twisty all the P's that are in the question. And there's only one P in the question. So Twisty, do you want to take a guess at what our big puzzle's answer is? And again, it is totally random. I did this the first time, and the last letter that came up was actually the biggest letter. No, there's definitely one. There's definitely one. No, it is not Carrot Top. So, with that, we show you guys the next question. In which country would you find Kilimanjaro? In which country would you find Kilimanjaro? Nope, it is not in Nepal. Twisted. Letters. Down there at the bottom corner. Wait. I can't point. I can't point right. Letters down in the bottom corner. There you go. It is Tanzania. And there was an extra T mixed in with the letters. Technically, those are correct. No. There is no Kilimanjaro in Nepal. So, with that, we show Twisted all the T's on the board. So, Twisted, can you answer our mystery question? No, the answer is not Thomas the Tank Engine. And we go to the next question. What show's theme song said, "Farm living is the life for me"? What show's theme song said, "Farm living is the life for me"? Correct, Lalani. It is Green Acres. So with that, Lalani, we are going to show you all the F's on the board. And you get one F. You get one F for beating Twisted. That just doesn't sound right. So again, guys, let me know how it looks. Is it readable? Is there anything that you guys can see that just doesn't seem in place? That's the key. Like I said, I'm trying to set. This started, so I was like, and I will give you the example, is the Jeopardy game. The Jeopardy game originally had it had 30, let me make sure I got this right, 30, 60, 90, 92 shapes on one screen. And it was like, that's just too many. It was too many. I literally, when I did all the chopping out, the file dropped from like 14 megs down to about a meg. And I'm like, dude, I need to fix all of them so they can do this. It is not cheese. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the next question. And Twisties, you'd know this one. He was just here when I showed this. Which military rank, derived from the Old Germanic, derived from terms for horse and servant, and originally meant stable keeper? Yes, I do, Retro. There was an actual game show that was called That's the Question. And I basically adapted it to a PowerPoint presentation. It is the Marshal. But every one of my game shows is based on a real life or real TV game show. I am one of these people. I have always been a huge game show fan. Um, I showed on, like I said, I got to work on Pyramid. I've got a Jeopardy game. That's the question. Russian Roulette, which we actually played yesterday. And Twisty was basically the luckiest SOB in the world till the end of the game. Uh, Twisty survived 3 5-drop zones. He survived 3 of them. KTG and Allie were ready to shoot him. Or not KTG, because KTG wasn't playing. It was Allie. I'm trying to remember who all was in there. Sea Chicken, Red, Allie, Twisted, Lethal, and who was the 6th one? I still actually have it written down. Sea Chicken, Twisted, and Delph. And you could tell they were ganging up on Twisted, but they couldn't get it. They could not knock him out of the game till about 3/4 of the way through. Nope, it is not Huey, Dewey, and Louie. So with that, the next question comes up on the board. Which country was the first country to use paper money for transactions? Which country was the first country to use paper money for transactions? Correct. Sleeping, jumping in, and stealing one. It is China. China was the first country to use paper money for transactions. And there's another question. It's not on this game. It's the first European country to use money for transactions. All right, Sleeping. With that, you get to see the bonus question. And can you give me the answer to this question? Blank, 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 blank of blank, 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 top blank. Nope, it is not pockets. So with that, we reveal the next question on the board. Time for a little British sitcom question. In what French city did the sitcom Allo Allo take place? In what French city did the sitcom Allo Allo take place? So the answer is somewhere down there at the bottom. I actually got to go look this one up because I don't remember what the actual city name is. Okay, now I know. Nope, it is not Denova. In which French city does the British sitcom Allo Allo take place? It's a World War II sitcom, basically about the French Resistance. Now, the one rule I'm going to do for this is basically I will set a timer on questions. I haven't added it yet. I'll probably be like a minute 30 per question max. If you guys don't get the answer to a question, then we reveal the letter, but nobody gets to guess at the question. Nope. You have to remember, Bleach, the correct answer is in those scrambled letters, or I should say those alphabetized letters at the bottom. The correct answer is in the alphabetized letters. There's one extra letter in those 8 letters on the board. So the answer is a 7-letter word. The extra letter will be revealed in the key question. The key question is the one that you guys are trying to actually solve. So like I said, I made some slight changes to this to kind of help speed it up a bit. It's too early for PT. Yes, it is. All right, so nobody gets this one. So what will happen is I would reveal the answer, which is just fine because that's what we're doing. And it is New Vienne, not New Vion. It is New Vienne. That's why you never trust Wikipedia. And because nobody got it, we would actually show you the extra letter that came off. And I didn't catch what the extra letter was. But yeah, I do not use Wikipedia as a source, Zant. I will give you guys a warning, because if you guys say like Wikipedia says that it's this, I'm like, I don't care what Wikipedia says. Wikipedia gets edited way too often to be considered factual. Consider me like a college professor in that way. If you hand a paper to a college professor and it says your source is Wikipedia, you know what he writes on your paper? F, go do it again. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, the next question on the board. This Latin phrase, which translates as blank slate, refers to the idea that the mind possesses no information prior to its creation. Oh, if it's like, if it says there's a source to a source, then I'll say, okay, Wikipedia, I'll let that one slide. But when people come in and they say, well, that's not what Wikipedia says, it's like, doesn't matter. Wikipedia could say the Earth is round and goes around 364.3 days to circle the Earth, or whatever number it officially is. And it's like, if you pull it from Wikipedia, doesn't count. Oh, sorry, I meant to pull up the letters. It is tabula rasa. It is tabula rasa, which means we are going to show sleeping all the I's on the board. Oh, and to do quick 90%. That's true. I know people that do that I know people that will do that, particularly on trivia shows, to say, it's close enough. All right, kitten. So with that, do you know what the answer to our big mystery question is? Nope, the correct answer is not checkers. So we reveal the next trivia question. Which federal cabinet department was first created in 1966 to unify numerous regulatory commissions and included the FAA, the FTA, and the NHTSA? And I have no idea what two of those three initials, or one of those initials, meant. I have no idea what NHTSA is. I know what the FAA is, I know what the FTA is, but I don't know what the NHTSA is. And somebody can go, I know, I'll go look on Wikipedia. I was waiting for that from Zant to say, Wikipedia's. I was like, nope, give me somebody else that can prove it. It is transportation. All right, so with that, Bleach, we are going to reveal to you all the L's on the board. Sorry, Zan, I couldn't resist. It was just kind of like that softball is sitting there over the plate to swing at. So again, we still have not completed any. We've completed the word top so far. Blank, blank, blank 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 of blank 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 top blank. Now, all you're trying to do is give me the answer to this question you have on the board. That's all you're trying to do is answer this question. Remember, the goal of the game is to answer one question. This is the question you answer to win the game. Twisted swears up and down the answer is Carrot Top. Of course, it's Twisted. I don't know if I trust him. Nope, it is not Jurassic Park. So with that, we go to the next question. By what common name is the fishhawk better known as? By what common name is the fishhawk better known as? It is the osprey. All right. So, Bleach, we are going to show you all the A's in the board. So we still have not, we've only got 2 words completed entirely. That's it, Shy. You got to figure out what this question actually is. The question you guys are looking at right now is the question that wins the game. All the other questions give you the letters to this question. Nope, it is not goose. All right, so with that, we give you... Yeah, come on, mouse, start working. The next question on the board. Before it used the euro, what country's main currency was the forint? Before it used the euro, what country's main currency was the forint? Now, to let you guys know, the main question will always be an easier one. It'll be one that somebody knows. And Jant takes it. It was Hungary. And with that, Zan, we show you the board. Hello, little French lady. How are you doing, my dear? So, Zan, can you answer this question? All right, the next question. What animal's head was represented on the Egyptian god of Sobek? What animal's head was represented on the Egyptian god of Sobek? Not the eagle, not the wolf. Sleeping kitten getting it. It is Sobek had a crocodile head. Sobek had a crocodile head. All right, kitten. Here is the question for you. Somebody give Twisty a moo. This is how you keep Twisty in line. Oh, That now that you're here, Shy, by the way, now that you are here, because of Twisty, you have your own command as well. Because of Twisty, you have your own command as well. This was Twisted's idea, just to let you know. All right, the next question. Martin Van Buren had the nickname, the U.S. President Martin Van Buren had the nickname of the little what? I don't even remember why we put an alien. But it was one of those comments that came out either in my chat or yours or Twisted's. It was it was a comment somewhere in there about you taking 16 months to do something. And I don't remember what it was. It was the magician. So Bleach getting that, and Bleach, here is the question for you. Blank blank the blank blank of the blank 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 top blank. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Bleach has solved it. The correct answer to this question because somehow we went from cows and Twisted's prom date to 16 months of a pregnancy to something else. What was the call sign of the Vertigo Challenge character in Top Gun? Maverick was the character in Top Gun that had vertigo. Yeah, you had the moment you said goose, I knew you knew the basics of the question. I knew you knew the basics of the question. It was just a question of were you going to get a chance to get the second one in. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we're kind of going to try to speed up the That's the Question game. And it actually went 35 minutes. That's not bad. I need to write that down just for scientific purposes. TTQ, 35 minutes. So that's the question game. Let's see, what else did we have that we can show off for a test? Whoop, wait a minute, I gotta do this first so I can save it with the correct information in here. Cancel this. Control A, because I did have to make one change during the broadcast. Oh, you know what, Twisty? I think it's time we bring back the other one we were testing. Those of you that don't know, Twisted was helping, Twisted, Walrus, and Show were helping me test another game. This used to be a very regular feature on my show. This used to be a very regular feature. There is no trivia involved. It's all words and spelling and so on and so forth. And now that I got a large crowd in here, it will help me do some timing work. So bear with me 1 minute. Because I do need to practice. I do need to get some practice on the timing for this. Now, I'm going to tell you, there are people that love this and there are people that hate this. I want to bring this back as a regular feature on the show. Now, this game is designed to show you guys it's not just American games we do. The Countdown game started as a French game. It was called Letters and Numbers. And then when it went over to the UK, it became known as Countdown. All right, so you're going to read some instructions. It should make sense as the game goes along. I do have to fix that instruction step. Fix written rule 2 in Countdown. Now, Little French Ladies here, shows here is Twisted here. I think shows here. They're usually really good at this game, so you guys have been warned. Now, my one concern is if you guys lose me during this game, because I do have another website open to check spelling of your words, I'm going to apologize beforehand. Because this is one of those games that for whatever reason chews up a lot of my internet resources. And it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. Okay. On the board, there are 9 spaces. Behind each of those 9 spaces, we're either going to put a consonant or a vowel. It will be up to you guys to make that determination. Okay? Now, as Twisted's done this with me before, I'm going to let Twisted start us off so he can show you guys what we do. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to give me 9 C's or V's in a row. So if you want 3 consonants, a vowel, a couple more consonants, a vowel, and 2 more consonants, you would give me C, 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 V, V, C, V, C, C. And I will show you guys as an example here. This is just an example. So thank you, Twisted. So that's what Twisted has given me. He wants 4 consonants and 5 vowels. But to do that, we do it in the order he listed them. So we would start with a consonant, a vowel, a consonant, 2 vowels, another consonant, a vowel, a consonant, and a vowel. Now your goal is to make the longest word you can using only those letters you see on the board. That's it. You cannot add any extra letters. You cannot duplicate letters. You have to only use the 9 letters you see in front of you. So, what will happen is we will start taking answers as soon as I read the letters off. So I will basically show them all, I will read them, and then I will start the timer. So we have S, E, H, A, E, D, O, N, E. The trick is you only have 30 seconds to come up with a word. If you come up with a word and it's a valid word, all right, Zan is in with shade. Twisted, going with Shaden. Kitten Just remember, once you have a word, Zan, that's it. That's the only word. It's your first word that counts. 6. And little French lady in with a nose. So we do little French lady, a nose. All right. Whoop, I did that wrong. Damn it. Ah, that was a screw up on my part. There we go. All right, what we would do is we would go back and double check. We have one specific dictionary site we use to confirm that all the valid words are in there. Hadean, let's see if Hadean is in there. Yep, Hadean is in there. And we have Hade. Oh, see, we have a problem. Kitten gave me Hadean, which unfortunately has 2 A's in it. So that one will not count. So we actually have to go in. Kitten, we got to remove your 6 points. We have to remove your 6 because Hadean has 2 A's, but there's only 1 A on the board. All right, so with that, Twisty is the first one in. So Twisty, you get to choose the next letter set. And we're gonna, I forgot to start the timer. All right, Twisty going to go consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, double vowel, and another consonant. So we have N, L, O, S, E, H, O, E, G. We reset the timer, and the timer officially starts now. All right, Kitten in with shoe, which is a legitimate word. Zan in with goose. Viali in with hosen. And Twisted with Galoshin. Galoshin? We're gonna have to test Galoshin. And Lalani in with noose. All right, we got to check Galoshin. Now, as you guys see, some of you guys had your words, your names go into red. That means you've given me a word. We have to accept it as is. And Twisty, Galoshin is not in my dictionary. Galoshin is not in my dictionary. So with that, the longest word goes to little French lady for loosen. So little French lady, whenever you are ready, you get to choose the next set of letters. Now, Goshen is actually in there. The drippy stuff on the side of an ice cream cone. All right, little French lady going across the board. Consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant. So we have S, SALACAPAR. We reset the timer, and the timer starts now. SALACAPAR. All right, we have alpacas, ALPACAS. Salidar, we gotta see if Salidar is actually in my dictionary. No, Salidar will not count, Viali, because it is a Spanish word. So unfortunately for Viali, we have to take away his 7 that we just gave him. And right now, Twisty in the lead by 1 over Little French Lady and Zan. Sleeping Kitty in 3rd. Viali and Lalani in 4th. So with that, we have to give the longest word to Twisted again. Damn you, Twisted. Moo. So Twisted, with that, you get to choose the next letter combination. What letter combination would you like, Twisted? All right, Twisted going. Consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, vowel, and consonant. And we have WAHNATION. And we reset the timer, and we start the timer now. Zan, that was an easy one. That one was just sitting there waiting for you. Zan beat you to it, kitten, so you still have a chance to get another word in. Twisted going with Hattian. Viali, notion is actually not there. There's only 1 O on the board, so notion won't work. We need to go check Hattian for Twisted. Nope, Hattian is not in there, Twisty. So Twisty loses his 6 that he just got for Hattian. And that means Zan is in control with the longest word of the board. All right, so with that, we reset the board. Zan, you get to choose the consonant and vowel combination. I know what he was going for. We know he was going for Haitian. Problem was that he ran out of eyes. So Twisted's running around blind. All right, you got to give me at least 3. You either have to do 3 vowels or at least 3 consonants. So there has to be at least 3, Zan. So you can change one of your C's to another V. No, that's fine. I didn't say anything. It's in the rules, but the rules kind of do go by pretty quick. I've thought about dumping that rule as long as you do 1, but I'm not quite ready to do that yet, because then I know what people like Twisty will do at a certain point. All right, consonant, vowel, consonant, 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 vowel, and a vowel. So we have N-A-P, N-C, L-H, E-E, Napnclhee. And we start the timer now. Oh, Bleach jumping in with Chapel for 6. Kitten taking Heat for 4. Zan with Plea for 4. Viali clean for 5. Twisted taking a chance for Chapelin. You are stretch. That's a total stretch. You never know, because we have played games where they will make up words and it will actually be a legitimate word. And I'm gonna be nice, little French lady, since we're not doing any prizes tonight. I will give you channel. Unfortunately, Twisted, Chapelain is not the word you're looking for. Let's see. Bleach had Chapel. Little French lady had Channel. So little French lady take it. There is a strategy, Kitten, that some players use. Like when Sea Chicken plays, he will never go for the big words. He will never go for the big words because he knows somebody's going to beat him to it. Well, I thank you very much for that, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever watch Sea Chicken play, he will do a 3 or 4 letter word every... He will do a 3 or 4 letter word every game because he knows everybody else is looking for 5 or 6 letter words. And he did that so well one game. It was like there were 2 players. I want to say it was Mark and Chris. They were taking each other's 6 and 7 letter words. And it just so happened, Sea Chick is just going in there and he's going 3, 3, 3, 3, that he got to the finals. All right, so little French lady, whenever you are ready, my dear, you get to make the next choice. So like I said, once you give me a word that nobody uses before you, it's locked in. That's why you'll see your names go into red. That's basically your locked in button. If you use a word that somebody used before you previously, you are not locked out. It's basically you get to put another replacement word up there. All right, little French lady going consonant, 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 consonant. And then 5 vowels, vowel, 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 and vowel. So we have C-H-Y-B-A-O-E-I-E. And before you try it, Bleach and Twisted, Shy does not count. And the timer starts. Well, it may. We'll find out. All right. Zan going with Shy for 4. Bleach went for Batch for 0 because there is no T in the board. Mark on the board with Beachy. Kitten taking Hay for 3. Twisted beating the timer going for Beach for 5. Oh, Viali, Twisted beat you to it. We're going to check. Knowing me, when I say we can't use shy as the word, knowing me, it's going to be in the dictionary. Just knowing my luck. C-H-E-Y is not in the dictionary, so unfortunately, Zan, we got to take your 4 points off the board. And with that, Mark. That's what you do at times, then. That's one reason I do I will read them off before I start the timer to help out. Just because I know there is a delay for some people. All right, Mark, whenever you are ready, you get to choose the next consonant and vowel combination. All right, Mark, going to play straight across the board. Consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant. There we go. So we have YIVISUSUH. Not a pretty set. Not a pretty set of letters. And the timer starts now. All right, Viali in with Husin. Mark in with Hussy. Zan in with Shiv. Bleach in with Hissy. Twisted going with Sushi. Little French lady going with Sushi. I saw Sushi. That was the first one that jumped out at me. Was Sushi. All right, so we're going to check. We got a couple we got to check. We're going to check Sushi. Not in there. Twisted. Not having any luck now that he's got competition. And we got to check Husin for Viali. Husin. Husin. Oh, Husin not in there. Husin not in there. That was one of those that was like, it might be in there, it might not. Sushi's not English. Everything else looked good. Hussy, Shiv, Hissy, Sushi. Everything else looked good. And the first one with 5 letters was Mark. So Mark, whenever you are ready, my friend. And like I said, I love the fact that I have a new scoreboard for this. It saves me from having to write down a lot of stuff. The only catch I'm going to have is one of those days when I get like 20 plus people in on the channel participating, and I'm going to run out of score slots. Then it's like, what do I do now? Pick some great numbers. Twisted is dying. It was funny because it was Twisted was helping me test this with Show. And basically, as you know, when you had picked the 2 vowels, Zan, Twisted had done the same thing. He was like vowel, 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 all consonants, or consonant, 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 all vowels. Because Twisted has done this before, so it was like, hey, I'm playing by the rules. I'm playing by the rules. All right, Mark, so whenever you are ready, my friend. So yeah, like I said, I do want to bring this back as a regular feature for the List Wits show, just because I had so much fun fixing this and putting it together. So Mark, whenever you are ready, we are waiting on you, my friend. And for those of you guys that don't know, once we get to the end of the time limit, the 3 highest scores then move on to the math portion. And as you guys will see, the math portion has gotten, and Mark will vouch for it, Twisted will vouch for it, Show and Walrus will vouch for it. The math portion seems to have gotten easier because of something I did. The math portion has gotten a lot easier because of something I did. Ah, congratulations, Twisty. 2 years on YouTube. Wow. Has it been that long that that's got to have been longer than that. It's got to have been longer than 2 years. Well, no, because you didn't make the jump to YouTube till after I did. Because you didn't make the official jump to YouTube till after I made the jump. So, yeah, 2 years sounds about right. So, Mark, we are waiting on you, my friend. And if I don't get one from Mark, we will basically pick for him. That's right. You waited till Ustream completely was dead in the water. So everybody sing happy birthday to Twisted. He's 2.5, ladies and gentlemen. He is 2 years old on YouTube. Three and a, what is it, over or under 3 total? I'm trying to remember. I thought you started this before I did. So it'll be 3 years next February. I thought you started like before me and Nerdy started. Alright, I am not seeing anything from Mark. So with that, Mark, I am going to make the choices for you. And we are going, and when somebody doesn't choose, we basically run the standard consonant-vowel consonant combination. And we have T-E-T-A-N-I-H-I-C. T-E-T-A-N-I-H-I-C. And we start the timer now. And I was gonna say, if somebody didn't see Titanic up there that quick, I was gonna have to beat Twisty over the head for you guys. There you go, kid. You knew somebody was gonna jump on Titanic. You take the shorter ones, and you never know, it may work. H-E-C. Oh, too many C's, Viali. Too many C's. And Zan with 3. Bleach says he got one in there. La 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 la. And let's see. Little French lady went with intact. I-N-T-A-C-T is in there. And Lalani playing it smart, taking the shorter version of Titan. My chat has Twisted ahead of you, Bleach. Like, just barely. I got Twisted, Viali, then Bleach. Do I have slow-mo on? I thought I had it off. Hold on. Give me a minute. I thought I had slow-mo off tonight. My bad. My bad. I did think I had it on there. There are some games where I do have to turn it on, and then there are some games where I have to turn it off. My apologies. All right, and Viali jumped in at the last minute with Tetna. Is Tetna in there? No, Tetna's not in our dictionary. Is that why Twisty's winning? Is that why Twisty's winning? All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next. Twisty, you have control, my friend. All right, slow-mo should be off now. All right, Twisted going consonant. I can't say the word now. Vowel, consonant, consonant, triple vowel, consonant, and a vowel. So we have N-E-S-H-A-U-U-F-A. Neshaaufa. And we reset the timer. And we start the countdown now. Viali in with Fawn. Kitten still in one and going with Fauna. Twisted going one better and going Faunas. It can be if it's a regular name, odds are yes. Little French lady going with she or Sana. Let's see. The only one I'm going to question, actually there are two I have to make sure of. Fawn is in my dictionary, and Hauf, Hauf, is in my dictionary. I'm going to have to remember that one for a four-letter word. A Scottish word for half. I'm definitely going to save that one for a four-letter word. Half is the Scottish word for half. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have hit the timer, which means it is time to find out who gets to do the math portion. And it looks like it will be Little French Lady, Zan, and Twisty. Little French Lady, Zan, and Twisty will be doing the math portion of this. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, same thing's going to apply. We're going to show you the rules. Well, you guys will have a chance to pass in a minute. You guys will have a chance to pass in a minute if you want. Because I can, it lets me set it up beforehand. As to who's in it and who's not. Now, to do this game, you're going to see 22 cards on the board. You have to pick 6 of them. One of the 6 must be one of the top 4. So one of your 6 has to be number 1, 2, 3, or 4. The other 5 can come from anywhere on the board. Here is the key rule. We do not use order of operations. So again, 2 plus 3 times 5 in order of operations would be 17. For us, it's 2 plus 3 is 5, times 5 is 25. If you want to put parentheses in, we do use parentheses. That's basically the only exception to order of operations. That is the only exception. So again, just so you guys can see the example. If you do 2 plus 3 times 5, you're given a total of 25 because 2 plus 3 is 5. Oop, if I can type. Times 5 is 25. Normally, in order of operations, 2 plus 3 times 5 is 17 because 3 times 5 is 15. And then you add the 2. So, the order of operations does count. So be very careful if you want to do that, to put the parentheses in. Yeah. I know, I'm on both streams. Alright, so we're going to give you guys the example, but first, let me set this up. We have Little French Lady, Twisty, and Zan. I got the order wrong. It's Zan, and then Twisty. Alright, now, just to show you as an example, we're going to reset the board. Alright, Zan is handing his slot over to Kitten. So to show you as an example, I'm going to take number 2, 7, 13, 15, 21, and let's do 11. So you've got 6 numbers on the board. You have to use any of those 6. You do not have to use all 6. If you can come up with 103 using only 2 numbers, that's all you have to use. Is, let's see. Let's see. I can come up with 105 right off. Oh, Twisty handing his slot over to Shy. Okay. Let's see. 75 plus 4 is 79. 81. 81, 86, 92. So summing them up is only 100. So you would have to do a little bit of math in there to get it to work. Now here's the catch. It used to be this game would just pick a random 3-digit number and put it up there. Now the computer is giving you a number that you can guaranteedly reach using all 6. So for instance, the computer says you can reach 103 by doing 5 times 6 is 30. You add 2 is 32. Add 4 is 36. Add 75 takes you to 111. Subtract 8, you get 103. The computer's number can be reached with 6. It's guaranteed. And only whole numbers. It's left to right, Shay. So basically, if you want to do order of operations, use the parentheses in your equation. So again, this is just the example. 2 plus 3 times 5. If you're doing order of operations, that would be 17. But we don't do order of operations. We do from left to right. All equations will be left to right unless you put parentheses in there. So, alright, no problem. You got plenty of time. Because I got to reset the board. Let's see. How else can we come up with 103? Let's think. 75 times 2 is 130 minus, I'm close. There we go. So 6 times 5 is 30, plus 75 is 105, minus 2 is 103. So that would give you 103. So again, you do not have to use all 6. The computer just says you can reach this number with all 6 numbers. What I normally do, I have this on the same time limit, but I do give you guys a little extra time because you guys are like scribbling in your heads and papers and stuff trying to come up with it. So I usually don't end the timer or don't count the timer right away. Now, I'm going to say there is one bug to this program. If we get it, you guys have to bear with me because I have to work my way around it. So, little French lady, whenever you are ready, my dear, which 6 cards would you like us to reveal? Which 6 cards would you like us to reveal on this board? Yeah, I always hope, Zan, but it never happens. I always hope, but it never happens. Because I don't get usually a big enough of a crowd to qualify for that. Which is one reason, for those of you that don't know, I am going to be adjusting my schedule down the road. We're going to start earlier. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to start early on Sundays. No, this one is definitely a bug. This one is a bug, as you will see, or will likely see. All right, little French lady says she's going to take number 3, number 4, number 7, number 13, number 14, and number 20. Now, see, here's the bug. It should have erased the equation. It should have erased the equation, but it didn't do it. So, give me a moment. There we go. All right, so here are your 6 numbers. 75, 50, 8, 3, 5, and 8. Those are the 6 numbers that you can use. You can only use them as often as they appear. Your goal is to come up with the grand total of 360, which the computer says can be done. The computer says it can be done. And for those of you guys that don't know, I actually play this along with you because I don't know what the answers are. I have no clue how to get to the numbers because I don't know what the numbers are until you guys know what the numbers are. All right, so we're going to give Kitten a chance to get back. So you guys got a few extra seconds to come up with the equation. Now your goal is to get as close as you can to 360. That's how the points are determined. So for instance, if you come up with 5, you get 355 points. All right, so Shy in first. All right, there we go. Uh-oh, her math is wrong. Nope, once you put an equation in, you are kind of stuck with it. Because it's not fair to anybody that does the same thing on the time limit. Alright, so let's see what Shy had. Alright, we got our 3. Shy had 75 plus 50 times 3 minus 5 gives her 370. So we come down to Shy, we put in 370, which means Shy scores 10 points. Kitten in with 50 times 8. Whoop. 50 times... come on, me. Is 400 minus 40 is 360. So Kitten at 0. And little French lady going with 75 times 5 is 375. Minus 8. Minus 3. And I think I did that one wrong. Gives little French lady 364. Giving little French lady 4 points. Kitten is the one that nailed it. Kitten was the one that nailed it with the 0. All right, so with that, right now the score is Kitten 0, little French lady with 4, and Shy with 10. And we reset the board. And Kitten, you get to make the next choice. Now again, you can go over, you can go under, it doesn't matter, it's the same difference. So if you go over by 4, it's 4 points. If you go under by 4, it's 4 points. If you fail to give an equation, you get 500 points plus the 3-digit number. 500 points plus the 3-digit number. Yeah, Trance, this Sunday's going to be pretty much a test day for now. But I did get a good crowd in tonight, so we basically ran with it. To see how well my handling of it was. Alright, now you got to remember, Kitten, one of the 4 at the top has to be one of your choices. So you have to do a 1, 2, 3, or 4 as one of your choices. The other 5 can come from anywhere on the board. All right, we're going to change the 10 to a